Hi everyone, it's the start of week 9, that's March 4th through 8th. This week, as you can tell from the calendar items over here on the right, you should still be working on Lazarus. So the game I have listed is due for Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday and into Friday you can work on improvements. So when the game is first due, turn it in exactly as written in the book. While I know many of you are anxious to build your own game from scratch, I also know that you have to learn how to make the games first, and so that's why we went through these 3 games now, where you're following directions and learning about the physics of things and how things work, and a little bit about the programs. While this is a lot like programming, I also understand it's more difficult to find your errors when you do make them, because it's not like looking at a block of code. You have to open up each object or each action and figure out where you made your mistake. I also understand that that's a little more difficult for those of you who are working online versus those that I have in my face-to-face class. So when you turn in your game, if it doesn't, as long as it doesn't hang up my computer, I'm fine, and I'll pretty much give you guys an A or B on what is done there. I'm not going to ding you too much. I figure actually your grade is going to be made a lot by your quiz grades, so I'm okay with that. And if you ever really get stuck, I could give you, if you'll notice in the reading, sometimes it will say save this as Lazarus 2, 1, 2, or 3, I think it is in this particular chapter. If you get really stuck, and I could give you a game that starts partway through that works, and then you could go on from there. I'm willing to do that on occasion. I don't want to do it for each of you on every game, so just if you get stuck, let me know. All right, so to look at this week's things, we're in Unit 2 still, Session 4. Oh, and by the way, I did renumber all of the assignments this week. I think it will make a little more sense. For example, 2.4.1, this would indicate it's in Unit 2, Session 4, and it's the first assignment due. 2.4.2, again, Unit 2, Session 4, second assignment due. So on the Dropbox thing, I'll talk about that for just a minute. I had a couple of questions. When you guys create your account, that link will work for you. Now you can download the Dropbox feature to your computer, but you don't have to. If you just go to this, if you click on download as zip, it will download the whole folder all at once, all of these files, including the PDF file, pretty much everything listed down here, and then you have to extract them on your computer. I'm not sure how that works on a Mac, but I do know you can still download all of the things, and you just have to unzip them on the Mac. So that's pretty much how that works. You don't have to go through downloading each one individually. Just do the download as zip and then unzip it. And the assets are still here in this Lazarus assets folder in case you need that. A reminder that the tuning log, which is due on Friday this week, that's a Word doc that lists all the changes you've made to the game since you turned it in as written in the book. So remember, that's a Word doc. Don't give me your game there. Put your changed game up here on the playtest discussion board and do some good playtest feedback there. And then there's a quiz over the programming and the game making that's involved in Lazarus, and I have that due as next Monday, and playtesting should be complete by next Monday. So that should be it for this week. If you run into anything, let me know. After that, next week we should be starting a project where you're creating your first game from scratch, and that will last probably I don't know if you'll finish it before spring break or if it'll go like just past spring break. So I'm not sure how long that's going to take you all. I'm kind of open on that. And I know you have TCAP testing in the next 2 weeks, so that kind of makes a difference too. I will be online Tuesday for help from 3:30 to 4:30. Please join me if you have questions. Talk to you guys later.